Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and in today's video I want to talk about wiping your personal data from games consoles, and in particular handheld consoles. So I buy a lot of used games consoles. I can't actually remember the last time I bought a brand new console. Nope. So when I receive these used consoles, they generally, most of the time, are factory reset, ready for you to set them up and use them as yourselves, but not always. Now, I've bought 3 consoles in the last 2 years that have had personal information on them. So bought this DSi, it wasn't even factory reset, and the SD card still had people's photos on. The same with the DSi LL that I bought, and more recently I bought my new 3DS XL. It came factory reset, but the micro SD card inside had about 50 pictures from the previous user, and I don't understand why. Why would you not go to the effort of wiping everything, especially photos? Okay, so they're not the best of quality cameras for taking pictures in, but they're still personal pictures. And I've done it with other machines like laptops, phones that I've bought a long time ago, and they haven't even been reset. Or if they've been reset, they've got other people's pictures and whatnot on, and it's something I would never do. If I sell a console, I make sure that it's on the latest software. I then wipe the SD card and make sure there are no traces of anything of me on there, and then I do a factory reset, and 9 times out of 10, when you then switch the console back on, it will just ask you to set it up, go through the setup process, put in your details, connect to your Wi-Fi, etc. It is something you should do. If you're selling any kind of tech that's got personal data on it, bank details, any kind of software that you've bought, even down to photos and videos, and even a web history or anything that is personal to you, needs to be removed, because it's safer. Especially in this day and age, lots of people are worried about people getting hold of your details and using it for bad purposes. The main focus of this video is for games consoles and photos, and I've got 4 or 5 SD cards that have had other people's information on, other people's personal pictures, pictures of their family, pictures of them going out. Luckily I've not had anything weird on any of them, but it just strikes me very odd that they didn't bother to wipe the console. Now, the only exception I had is I did buy a white DSi, not this one, but another one, similar looking to this, in a job lot of untested, faulty consoles, and the white one wouldn't power on. So I'm not sure exactly what it was. I know it wouldn't charge, so I'm assuming that the battery had run out completely, and there was no way of charging the battery, so they just said, well, it doesn't work, it's untested. I swapped the battery with a known good battery, and it worked. And when I powered it on, it had the old user on there with all their details and lots of different pictures of them on the, well, either on the DSi or the SD card that was in the DSi. So that is one exception. If you have a faulty console that dies or you just can't get to work, a lot of people will sell them on for someone else to fix, or someone else to find out what the problem is, or maybe just to use their machines as spares, without knowing that if they brought that console back to life, then perhaps all your stuff is still on there. So this is a caution video, a word of warning, a bit of advice. If you're going to be selling games consoles on, especially games consoles, then please make sure that you wipe them before you send them. Nobody's really that interested in someone else's information. Sometimes it's a bit of fun just to snoop through what photos have left on there. But really, if you don't want anyone else to see what is, well, your personal information or pictures of your friends and you, etc., then make sure you wipe the console. Make sure you wipe any SD cards or any storage devices that in these consoles before you send them on. A factory reset doesn't always wipe the memory card, so you can think that you've cleared everything and then you haven't. So that is it. that is just me picking up on a point that I noticed. I've bought 3 or 4 consoles recently that have had other people's information still left on them. So remember, wipe your consoles and wipe any media or SD card, etc. that is on it. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.